Okay, we're gonna go ahead and change materials out. We've got one material up here, we gotta switch this out. We have PETG in there, and we need to put some PLA in there. So what do we do first, buddy?
Well, I guess we should get the...
Well, I already have the materials. I have the materials up here. So first thing we do is we never change the material without the extruder and everything being hot, because otherwise it will get stuck. You can't see that.
So do we press preheat?
Yep.
Preheat. So...
And what's in there right now?
PETG.
There you go. So we want to heat that up first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll heat up, and then we'll be able to remove that filament and then set this whole spool aside. Okay? Now,
To be continued.
Well, not yet. It'll just take a second. And this is the PLA that we're going to put back in its place. Okay? So you can see that the two different temperatures we're looking at. One is the temperature of the extruder, the nozzle, and we're looking for 230 degrees. We're climbing up fast. The other one is the bed. The bed, we really don't care about how hot that gets. We really only care about the nozzle right now. So, in just a little bit, we'll do that. Okay, we're there. So now it's time to remove the filament. So go ahead and push the little control button, buddy. Yep. Now go down to unload, and you'll see it. There you go. And it's going to beep in a second. When it does, you got to pull high. Pull it up. There you go. And so now let's look at it. Let's take a look at the end of it. Well, you can't really see. It's pretty flat, actually. So now, don't worry about that. We don't have to do that. Yeah, we like to cut the tip before we start it back in the printer, so we have a nice, clean cut. But for now, this is my really fancy extruder. It's a coat hook on top of a little spool wheel. Go ahead and pull just the middle part out. I'm going to hold the filament. There you go. We'll set this one down.
Did you 3D print this? Because it
Yes.
feels like it. Oh.
Yes, the wheel has been printed, but I needed an axle. And so the axle I just made out of a coat hanger. Alright, put that whole thing in here. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and take that up here. Okay, so we got a not clean end, so go ahead and get your clippers. These little ones right here are probably easier. The little handled ones. There you go, little nippers.
Let's just do it over here because there's the...
Alright, I'm going to feed it through this hole. You don't have to have an enclosure like this, but it does help to minimize the draft. Got a lot of cleaning up I need to do, honestly, but and actually we don't even need it this hot. We now need to preheat it to PLA, which is fine. It's just a little extra hot, but it should be okay. So it'll be cooling down for the next little bit, but in the meantime, go ahead and put it in the top nozzle. Right up here, there's a little port that we're gonna slide it in. Different printers have different things that it goes into.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, right here.
Yep. Push it nice and hard until you feel it stop. And now while you're holding down on it, go ahead and hit load filament. Hold down on the filament with your left hand. Use your left hand to hold down on it, just lightly. And now go down to load filament. There, and you let go now. I like to make sure we're pressing down, because sometimes the gear doesn't grab it. So that way we're just pressing down a little bit, make sure it gets loaded, and it's loading up. Now down below, it's going to start extruding from it, which it is right now. Now since we're going from black PETG to black PLA, it's hard to know if we really washed out the other material. So right now it's asking, did you get enough? I always go to no.
Right, it goes.
And then go again. So it's going to extrude a little more. So it's maybe a waste of filament, but it just makes me confident that I haven't accidentally left a little bit of it. And so now we'll go ahead and say yes. And we can go ahead and get the next print going. Let's grab it. You can grab it with your hand, it won't hurt you. There's the excess. See all that little junk that got... Alright, now go ahead and get a print going. Let's get some large mask frames printing. Go up, up, up. Go to that top folder. There you go.
Oh, I press that and then...
We're opening up a folder, so I just put all the files right in a folder. That way you can find them more easily. Usually when you go to print, it's already into the folder. So there we go. Good deal, dude. Thanks.